The Wolf Pack is back in their final installment in the Hangover franchise. It was released on May 20th, 2013, and directed once again by Todd Phillips. Phil, Stu, and Doug live happy at home, but Alan, still lacking a sense of purpose, and let's face it, probably a few other things. So the Wolf Pack sets out on another adventure, which begins with trying to get Alan through his troubles, which embarks them on a road trip once again to where it all started, Las Vegas. So, I just watched Hangover 3. I fast forward through it just to get clips and stuff, but we are at the spot where two scenes were filmed. As you can see, they have it right there. One of the scenes is this one, when they walk across the street, right over here towards the end of the movie, and then they did come to this spot at nighttime, a little bit in the middle of the movie, second act and the second act, to find if Chow had brought his gold here. This is where Melissa McCarthy was. The door was right behind me right here. I think you can maybe still go in part of it over here, but I am going to start lining up some shots. This is it. Let's do this. So you can see this scene in the background, Stu. This is the door. Obviously the windows here, and you can see this in the background from Bradley Cooper's character, from Phil. Checking the van. Now this all happened at night. So you're right here. Obviously the car is parked or in this general area right here. Still kind of see this stone part right in the background as well. So they did shoot it in here?
Yeah, come here, I'll show you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
This is where they came in. There's a hidden door right
Okay, yeah, I
where
can
that
see it.
painting is. That's the door.
Okay.
And they came in and went over basically Melissa McCarthy's counter was right
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, that's what it seems
And
like.
then, because this was separated into 3 or 4 spots.
Gotcha. Okay. And you were here for that? Yeah? And that
I
happened?
was actually in an antique club that was down the street.
Cool.
And they came and bought stuff from
Yeah.
me and some other people.
Because I felt like, I mean, usually sometimes that happens when they walk in, they see a set from inside, but I thought it looked similar, and they probably blocked it off.
It was
Hey,
inside
cool.
here.
That is awesome. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Sure,
Brian.
no problem.
Vegas Ready YouTube channel. We'll check it out eventually.
All
Cool.
right.
So yeah, as he's saying, this was the inside used. The door from the outside, you could see it where I filmed, but they would come in right here and this whole area right here, which is now this really awesome vintage Las Vegas store that you can check out. I want to actually grab some stuff here, but yeah, this whole area is where it was filmed. Pretty cool. So this area would be like around here where Alan knocked into the guitars. The door is over here, somewhere this area. Then like they said, Melissa McCarthy's counter was like somewhere over here, and there was a wall here blocking it. Pretty cool.
I'm inside the shop. This is the best day of my life.
I want to say this is where the Astro World is, or whatever it says. So I had to park somewhere along right here, and then I believe they moved the seat up a little bit for them to actually go into the pawn shop, or actually where the minivan was parked right over here. Just talked to the gentleman inside. He gave me a little tour of how they filmed in there. Pretty cool. Right here is where Chow lands on the limousine that Stu is driving. Parachute covers the windshield. Stu swerves this way. Music. I am doing a filming location video right now, which this might be part of a walking video or the filming location video. Whatever you're watching, that's what you'll know. So, right here is where Chow, well, they came around to California over here, and in front of the plaza is where Stu and Chow, I guess, flew off onto the street. And Stu got out and put him in the trunk.
Yeah. That was some ride, huh, pal?
So this seems like the area where Stu would be picking up Chow. Because obviously if you switch over here, you can see Main Street Station in the background. I guess this pedestrian bridge was not here. So, and this obviously whole area was different. Kind of like right here, it looks like. It's amazing how different everything is since, what was it, 2013 I think it came out? Probably filmed 2012. I believe I'm lining everything up correctly. I'm trying to do it as best as I can. I gotta make sure, but that's what it looks like right here. It gets out, and you can see Golden Gate in the background. So they look up, and there is no balconies. So you see a tower in front of it. I don't know if they somehow zoom in more in on this tower here, because it looks like there is a tower in front of it as well, or what they used here. Obviously you see Caesar's Palace in front of it, and then also when they're supposed to be up there, they're supposed to be in front of the Caesar's Palace like sign, which obviously this is all movie magic, but this is where it kind of supposed to be like. So you have Stu in the limousine, pulling out of Caesar's, whips it around this way. He's coming around this way, telling people, move, move, move. You see everyone scattering, which is actually pretty, whether anybody's speeding or not, it's pretty much what happens on all these crosswalks. But right here, gonna wrap around this way. I would have to get a shot, over the street coming this way, but I'm gonna keep heading that way. But you see the shot, and he wraps around this way, and he heads on the strip this way, heading south. So Phil starts making his way, limousine, down the strip this way. You see Chow going over Caesar's Palace. Eventually see him going over the Bellagio fountains. You see him passing by the Paris Eiffel Tower. And actually, fun fact, I actually was on the Strip when they were filming that scene. I believe it was 2012-ish. Didn't know what it was at that time, but I'm pretty sure it pretty much all matches up. They had helicopters over the Strip, or at least one, and they had people, some guys probably jumping out, and we saw parachutes over Caesar's Palace. I believe I was actually walking across this pedestrian bridge when I saw that happening.
No, Stu, you're a fucking doctor. Now go get him.
So, you have the scene right here where they are walking down this hallway. I took this footage from some other videos of Caesar's Palace that I filmed, and this seems like the hallway, and this is where they enter into a door where I believe it was going into a staircase where I believe it leads to somewhere where they go into for housekeeping. Just before this is where they enter into Caesar's Palace through the check-in lobby where they were once before when they checked in the first movie.
Not gonna work. Not with that fucking attitude. You know this whole place is made out of marbles?
By the end of the movie, Alan says goodbye to Chow for the last time. The wolf pack heads home, hopefully leaving Vegas behind them forever. Alan heads back to the pawn shop to find his love. They make their way over to the Golden Nugget, and they live happily ever after.